Let's bring in National Trial Attorney Mike Jaafar, who is here watching along with us. What a trial this is. Only day one, Michael, and we've gotten some really sad and sick details when it comes to how Mindi's body was located. But I want to first start with the defendant. What do you think about Nicholas Kassotis sitting there inside of the courtroom, and the fact that this is not his first time in a courtroom, certainly the first time sitting there as a defendant, though, but he is an officer of the court?
You know, I was thinking about that earlier. I think this is the most accomplished defendant that I've ever seen in terms of being able to cover his tracks. I could be wrong, but I don't recall a time when an actual prosecutor, two law degrees, former JAG officer, being charged for murder in a national trial. Before, I'm not aware of it, but you cannot be more accomplished in covering your tracks than this person. So this trial is going to be riveting for that reason. I really, I'm very interested because I'm interested in why Georgia brought this case. They brought some pretty big charges against him, malice murder and the like, because this case against him so far seems circumstantial. Right? It's very circumstantial. And they've got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he met every single element of the charges. And they know that they have a big haul to make here because of the fact that he's a former prosecutor. People have to understand, when you're a prosecutor, you understand this evidence and you understand it better than anybody. If he was an immigration attorney, it was a different story. An immigration attorney knows just as much about this as, let's just say, a barista at Starbucks. Let's be honest with each other, right? You just don't know this stuff just because by virtue of the fact of being a lawyer, but being a prosecutor, you know this stuff very well. So it's very interesting.